It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Thomas. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And right away, he lost the football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Jackson.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Third down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First down, Huntley. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Anthony McFarland, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On the give, this is McFarland. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. This is Homer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now he's stripped. He lost the football.
The wide receiver.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
First down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he stopped immediately there.
Again, the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now a 1,000-yard rusher season to go. It's Mark Ingram. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Jackson to Boykin, 1st down, Baltimore. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds. If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The toss right. This is Ingram.
It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
He may try and run for the... And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson now returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huntley. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch. And run.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. On the handoff, it's McFarland. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 17.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the carry for Baltimore.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
To Mark Ingram.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts,
A gain of 7.
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
14.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's complete to Brown, right side. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. His third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now here's Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Huntley. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Line 36. Line 36. Set. Back.
Huntley to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Homer. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Switch up.
A final shot before break. Huntley. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A final shot before break. Huntley looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Bring it!
He will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Pick 6 is starting to be old hat for Peters. He had 3 of these to lead the NFL in 2019, and he comes up with another here. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A quick pass out to Juju. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Juju Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
39-yard line.
Here's Huntley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run this with Homer. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Thomas. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
2nd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
3-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Makes the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
14. And a Raven 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Complete to
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, and run with Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Chuck Clark brought him down. It's a gain of...
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Huntley. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down. Dobbins, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A first throw for the backup Griffith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Keeps it on the option.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw, Huntley. And it is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 19 Cotton. Hey, check back 21. Check back 21.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Griffin keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Flush to his right. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley, completion here to Claypool.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Homer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
37. Steelers 22. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Tonight's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Ravens, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9.